What's going on, man? Hey, it's the Virgin Twins. We back, and today we'll be doing a reaction on What Would You Do? Um, yeah, it's a TV show. I do not know who made up the show, but
or who hosts.
Yeah, who hosts is what I mean. Who hosts the show? But you know what I'm saying? It's basically,
if you see something, would you say something? Even if it ain't got nothing to do with you.
Right.
But if it's around you and you see it, you experience it for yourself, would you say something? You know, that's all it is. It's called What Would You Do?
Let's go ahead and
let's get right into it.
Check this whole thing out. Okay. What would you do?
As she waits for her boyfriend, it's hard to miss those bruises. And when he enters,
took me 5 minutes to find him.
There's little left to the imagination as to how those bruises got there.
It's a pretty hard fall.
Yeah.
Well, next time, the house is clean, that won't happen.
This man listens for almost 5 minutes.
How much did that dye job cost? $75? Are you kidding me?
Before finally, he's heard enough.
Speak when you're spoken to.
We're thinking maybe he'll intervene. But he heads right past our couple.
What is this?
And then out the door.
Please stop.
I was upset by how he treated her and stuff.
But not your place to tell him anything.
I didn't feel like that it was my place.
Right.
We start rolling
again.
That's
everybody.
And more than 7 minutes go by with barely a glance from this man. Our actor, meanwhile, pretends he's reached his boiling point.
You know what? Why don't you eat by yourself, okay?
And storms out.
It's your own ride home.
She sits there crying. And visibly disturbed, he gets up and paces, unsure of what to do next.
Right.
Finally, the victim and the stranger make eye contact.
Do you know if there's like a bus or a cab around here? I'm sorry. No, that's okay.
Time to introduce ourselves.
Hey, sir, how you doing? I'm John Quinones.
Oh, are you kidding?
No. You seem so torn by this.
Oh, my heavens.
He tells us he had a plan in mind.
I was going to grab my burger and go to my car and call the cops. I was afraid to take her, that he might be there with a gun or something. You just don't know.
Right. You got some crazy people out.
Meanwhile, Jeremy is at it again.
Have another super full like you did last weekend.
And he quickly catches the attention of these three men.
What of y'all don't say nothing.
What to do? I am tired of it.
Everyone is stunned, unsure of what to do next.
You stop pouting. I'll give you something to pout about.
You can cut the tension with a knife.
Is she your child?
You think you're tough?
Bro, hold on, Joe. What are you talking to?
I'll show you who's a tough guy.
And that is the final straw.
You gonna cry again? Yeah. You know how they are.
And then they're joined by this big guy.
Is that the manager?
What's that? Time we get home, we are going to have a vigorous conversation.
Well, we're not about to let that happen.
He ain't want to answer that.
Right. Ain't answer that. I ain't got no answer for that.
I'm John Quinones.
So your finger pointing ain't that.
You don't know this woman.
No, don't need to. He was raised in a good house that knows how to treat women.
You jumped in right away.
I didn't have to hear a lot to know, and then when she turned her face and I saw her eye, I kind of filled in the blanks for me there. So.
Pretty impressive, but we haven't seen anything yet. As the lunch crowd rolls in, Jeremy is at it again. Seconds later, he storms off.
It'd be
And
crazy
this
if somebody
man
just
sees an opening.
one time punch
You sure? Yeah, okay.
But now, Jeremy is back.
I'll send it when I get home.
Just shut up.
Well, dude, you need to show a little respect.
You know how they get.
And this shit the only one within there.
I'm about up to here with
You should
it.
be grateful, buddy.
Jeremy just won't stop.
It's right. Just shut up.
And this man is now on his feet.
Why don't you leave? That's it. Right, that's your head on.
Yeah,
All right.
please.
Just leave.
Why don't you come on?
No. She's here.
Come with me. Come on.
He literally chases Jeremy out the door.
I want you home in 15 minutes.
Meanwhile, this man is calling 911.
911 emergency.
We're at State Cityville in
Dude
America.
already had
Of course,
that.
the police already know we're here.
And we have a man who's threatening his wife or his girlfriend.
Okay, hold on the line with me, please.
With Jeremy, the abusive boyfriend, now gone, the men turn their attention to Rennie.
So y'all must have warned the cops. Like, hey, you want to shut up?
Right, they had to, cause boy, like he would have, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's abuse.
Time to tell them, it's What Would You Do?
This is part of What Would You Do, the TV show. We wanted to see if anyone would help her.
Right.
Yes, I'm John Quinones.
Oh my hell. Did you guys know this?
If people would say that was very heroic of what you guys did, what
I
would you say to
know.
that?
I think
If I
everybody-
see
I think
something
everybody
good,
has
I don't
responsibility.
care who it
I was
is.
grateful
I
for
don't care.
As soon as you say something, I got
You
And
want
what
me to
about
call
that
the
other
police to
man?
you?
Well, when
I
we
would do
meet
it
Stephen
for you.
Smith, he shares a very personal story.
About 10 years ago, we got a call that my step-grandfather had murdered my grandma. And my mom and her sister and all of us had tried for years to get her away from him. But she wouldn't leave.
Right. So she was scared.
And that's why today, he says, he'll do anything he can to prevent this kind of violence.
Yes. Yes.
But in that aspect
Yes.
of
That
everything,
was
he
good.
didn't. I feel like in that aspect, he
was
should.
good.
Yeah, it was, but
That
he
was
should have
good.
jumped. He should have jumped on that. With that type of story, I feel like he should have been jumped on that. Like I feel like the dude that said something first, they both should have said something anything instead of calling the cops. You should have been like, hold on, like call the cops after, but make sure he up out of this restaurant.
But I mean, like in the beginning, it's the same thing. Like people is not really gonna jump, you know what I'm saying, to
Yeah.
situations like that because it don't have nothing to do with them. But I get what you're saying. Like with your type of story, you should like definitely be
Said
on
something.
top of it.
Right,
Like
like,
you
you
should have
shoulda been,
been
like-
called the police. You should have been said something.
Right.
Been said
Because
something. You been sitting at that table the whole time.
right, then you gonna make a phone call and dude already had the situation under control. Like, hey, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You gotta go. You feel me? He talking about
Exactly.
you gotta come home 15 minutes. Dude, like no, like
Right.
that. This not finna happen. Like she already got this black eye.
Right.
You study talking to her like she ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? But it is some man out there that'll do that because it's just like this. Like I know most men be like, you know, they don't condone in domestic violence, and there's some people who don't care. You know what I'm saying? See a girl get hit, and they be like, oh, it ain't got nothing to do with me.
Right,
It's none of
like,
my business.
Right.
So they
Y'all
don't walk
gonna do
off.
that, right? And walk off, right?
Just like in the first video where the dude got up, he
The
was eating his
first
burger.
scene.
Yeah, he's eating his burger. His drink.
he
He
just
left.
right?
But you should have said something because
Talking about it was disturbing. Like he didn't want to. Okay, how could you sit there and listen to something like that, but you don't want to do nothing?
right. Like you should have just said something, anything. Hey man, hey, can you?
You sat
can
there
you
for a minute before you got
said
your
anything,
stuff
right?
and left. Like, come on now, knock it
Because
out.
of-
People got so many excuses
So
and don't do nothing about nothing, but you got hella excuses about everything. Like, knock it out.
People just have all those thoughts in their head, like, oh, you know, until things actually happen to you. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You would never know what you would
Exactly.
really do. You can
Exactly.
sit up and down 5-10 minutes, an hour.
I
talk
wouldn't do
about,
that, or
you know
I
what I'm
would
saying?
do that, or I wouldn't say that.
But when you actually in that situation,
you don't know what
you don't know
would do.
what you would do.
You don't know.
You know what
Not
I'm
for
saying?
real. It's always the outsiders looking in that can tell a person looking in, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like, you should do this or you should. Sometimes it's a good thing, sometimes it's a bad thing, but you gotta watch. You gotta watch. But
Gotta be aware.
oh,
But you know what
that
I'm saying?
was one good video.
That
Like
was.
that was so good. That was good.
Mhm.
That was good. I think we should drop another one just like it.
Most
9
definitely.
times out of 10 we will.
Mhm.
It's something new.
Yeah, something new, something different.
Fresh, something that probably still goes on today.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's been 2020, it's still going on.
It's still going on. I know for
Yes.
a fact it's still going on.
Whether it's race or something like that, abuse stuff
Whatever,
like that,
you know what
that
I'm
we
saying?
just
Right.
saw. It could be that. That stuff that still goes on every day. We just don't talk about it or anything like that.
Right.
But make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe.
And y'all, you know what I'm saying, comment down below, what would you do in this situation?
Exactly.
Like, how would you feel? You know what I'm saying? Like, all the guys out there, all the women out there, like, because don't get me wrong, like, it's some women out here that ain't like that, you know what I'm saying? You ain't finna do all this and because they gonna fight back, you know what I'm saying? But you got some women who just don't.
They're very passive.
They passive, you know what I'm saying?
They try to look at the best out of men and stuff like that, and that's why they don't really
go
say
as planned.
Nothing.
They just, you know, things just get worse and worse and worse. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, comment, and
but
subscribe.
I ain't the one.
You know?
I'm sorry. I just said, as y'all can see.
Well,
make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, like we said. Turn on the notifications on. Make sure. Whatever video y'all want us to react to, y'all just comment. Like, that's all you gotta do.
Just
and we
comment.
gonna see it. And
we gonna do it for y'all. That's simple, man. You know,
I promise you that.
We gonna do it.
Yeah. Y'all ain't seen us in a minute. Yeah, it's a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? But we back at again with another video. So y'all got to comment.
And let us know
like,
what's going
comment,
on,
and
man.
subscribe. Turn the notifications on. Make sure y'all do. And we're going to hit y'all up with another banger right after this.